If you are under the age of 18, please stop now. This content is not for you. Hi everyone, this is Jacqueline at DIY Crafty Paws, hoping that you're having a super great day. Welcome to my channel and thank you for stopping by. And yes, you are at the right place for easy, economical, step-by-step tutorials on crafts, home decor, and much more. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. What do we have going on today? Well, we're going to make a card. Okay, and this card is your basic A2 size card, which measures 4.5 by 4.25 by 5.5, and this is what they look like. If you don't want to cut down your own paper, you don't have to. You can actually buy these card sets already done. You could get them at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Walmart. And you can get them also in different colored cardstock or even with the decorator paper already on it. But we're going to map this one. But I wanted to share this with you. This is the packet that these came in. They come with the envelopes and it's 10 sets. So you get the card and the envelope, and then you get to decorate the outside. You could either stamp it on the outside, you could draw on it, or you could just put some DSP on it. And that's kind of what we're going to do, but we're going to be doing some layering also. Okay, and if you don't want to go out and buy it and you want to make your own envelope and everything, then all you got to do is cut an 8.5 by 11 sheet in half on the long side. See, if we open this up, this measures from here to here 8.5, and this is your 5.5 times 2 is what? 11. Okay, so much for the math project. Okay, so we need the 2 cards. We will need our corner rounder. I am going to use a stamper today. We will also be needing our tape, our ink for the stamp, and then we're going to need our mats, which are going to be these, and they measure 4 by 5.25 each. Okay, then I cut these out, and these are, this one in particular is 2.5 by 2.5, and this is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. And we'll be stamping both with the same thing. I just thought of making this one a little bit bigger, but nothing like spectacular. Okay, we're going to kind of set these things aside, and we're going to, and we're going to start is what I meant to say. I'm going to use this one on our first card, and I'll just move that aside. And I've already pre-taped this just in the interest of time. You can use glue on this, but for speed I use tape, and I actually prefer the tape when I'm doing cards in particular. If there's any questions you have about card making or about the other measurements that I gave you, please feel free to leave questions or concerns or what have you in the comment box below. Okay, now we're going to go to, and sometimes this is not easy, I like to make sure that all the tape is underneath. And there, that is just a little strip of paper. And I'm thinking I need to make sure before setting it down, because once you set it down, crooked or not crooked, it will be there for good. And if you pull it up, you could ruin your project. Now look at that. Doesn't that look cute already? And as you can see, yes, I was off on the sides, but that's the whole deal with homemade cards. Okay, and as you can see, there it is. Simple dimple, blank on the inside. And you could leave it like this and just write something on the inside, throw it in your envelope and send it off. But we're not going to do that. Okay, we're going to go to our little cards that we have set over here. And I'm wondering, which one I would like on there best. Okay. I'm thinking that I'm going to put this one on here just because. Okay, so then I will get my color box, and actually this is premium dye ink, and it's a really, really good quality. As you can tell, this is new, so we'll be trying it out today. And what I'll do is, before I put it on there, because that's my piece that's already lined, and as you can see, not much of it got on there. So I like this particular ink, and it's not really the color that I would prefer, but I'll tell you what. You see that? It is a very fine ink. It's an ink that you get crisp edges, and almost as if you had handwritten it. So I think we're going to go with that. And let me just make sure these, somebody called these tape boogers. And they kind of feel like maybe they are, just because. Okay, so I'm going to try to center this as much as possible. And if it's not centered, it's okay. This is the whole idea behind doing it yourself. Behind, you know, sharing the love and doing it yourself and making it for that special someone that you're going to send the card to. And in these days with COVID and all of us need encouraging, uplifting, remembering of our friends. And another thing is, I like that this dries really quick, by the way. So here we go. I have taken the backing off the tape, and I'm just gonna make sure which way we are. We don't want to put it upside down because I have been known to do that. And you'll notice that I'm trying to center it, that I did not cut the corners, and that's okay. That's okay. Why? Because I wanted it to be square like that. The next one we are going to do the corners. Okay, now I'm going to set this one aside. And you know, you could embellish this more. You could put something on it, and I really haven't thought what more I'm going to put on there, except for what I'm going to write inside. But anyways, that's one way. You can use your imagination and do anything. You can put flowers on it. I mean, like the kind you buy at the store, or even flowers that you've made yourself. Now, let's go ahead and work on this one. And what I'm going to do, as you can see, it's got all these little things on it, is after putting the tape, I am going to cut the corners. Why? So that your tape reaches all the way to the end, and you'll see what I mean here in a sec. Okay, I'm cutting the corner and clipping that last corner, and see, that goes all the way to the edge, and it's not hanging over like it was on that piece of paper. So we'll start off by doing this first, and I'm going to check because I could put it upside down, and at this point it really doesn't matter whether you do or you don't. Let's go ahead and take the tape off of this, and let's try to get it on there. Sometimes I put it on there so well I don't want to come back up, and that's good because I would rather have it do that than it not glued to your paper, you know, because it would be kind of counterproductive if your tape did not stay on. You would have your card falling apart. Anyways, in the comments below, would you please write me what you would use this card for, who you would send it for maybe, and what message you might want to put on it. Remember, you can turn this into your project. You can put any kind of DSP on it, maybe not, maybe draw on it, whatever you want, because it's your project. And I like to think a lot about the person that I'm giving it to. And with them in mind, I choose the colors, I choose the paper, what I'm going to say. And here we go with the second stamping. Let's see. Okay, it came out all right. It didn't come out perfect, but it came out all right. And, you know, sometimes it's nice to give away that you handmade it. Not because you couldn't afford to get a card, but I don't know about you guys, but I've been out there looking at cards, and sometimes they have some really, really pretty sayings, but the inside, the outside, you know, is really important. And at the same time, there's some cards that they cost almost the price of your first child, and you don't get, I mean, $5 or $6 for a card. Not that we want to be on the cheap side, but come on, let's not throw our money away either. And there we go. Oh, and let's see if I didn't put it upside down. Okay, no, I didn't. Yeah. Okay, now I can kind of hear it. Now, what I'm going to do that I didn't do on the other card was, and is, that I am just going to punch it right here. And I'm not going to do the upper corners. I could, but I'm not going to. So anyways, here's your two cards. Simple Dimple. Didn't take up a lot of time. And the person who gets it is really going to love it. Well, everyone, we have come to the finish of another great project. I want to thank all of you for stopping by. I really appreciate you sharing your time with me. Also, I would, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done so you can become part of this online crafting family. Hit the notification bell, that way you don't miss any upcoming videos. And again, if there's anything you want to see, or if you have questions, please feel free to ask in the comments below. I will do my best to accommodate any ideas, or even to answer. I look at all my comments, by the way. So anyways, in the meantime, let's be crafty, and most of all, be safe. See you next time.